And then there's
Yeah.
3 years later, and they've got this like huge weight on their shoulder. I visibly see people taller when they leave my office because they come walking in and they have this weight on their shoulders,
Yeah.
and I help them out and I do all those tax returns for them and I get them organized, and almost always, not always, but almost always, they end up owing a lot less than they thought they were going to owe, or they're even getting money back. I've had it where they're getting money back and they could have gotten it like years ago, but they didn't do it. Right?
Yeah.
And they visibly feel taller and they feel better.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds. Excited to be here. And I'm excited to talk about this subject, but specifically with this guy. Like, I think without this guy, I probably wouldn't be excited to talk about the subject because we probably going to talk a little bit about taxes, right? I know we all love to talk about taxes, but this is right, exactly. But this is the guy you want on your side when it comes to talking about taxes. And so I'm excited for us to peek through his lens. He's going to give us information for real estate investors that can help, that can really, help you, keep the money in your pocket, And so I'm excited to talk to Mr. Stephen Young. How you doing today, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh man, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm so happy about this conversation that we're going to have. I'm so happy that we got an expert, somebody that knows his way around the subject. And so I'll be honest with you, man. I kind of just want to dive in. I want you to talk to the people about what's your main focus. I'm not sure what operating markets you're in. I'm not sure if that applies, but if it does, let's talk about that. But really just take us kind of on a journey into your world and let us know what it is that you do, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. So I own Savvy Tax Strategies and Bookkeeping. We and I'm the SOS for the IRS is my tagline. I do operate in all 50 states. I am an enrolled agent is the official designation, which is it's the highest designation for the IRS. And so I'm authorized to work in all 50 states with all taxpayers, and I can represent you in front of the IRS just like a CPA or a tax attorney can. The difference between like an EA and a CPA or other tax pros is that most of them, not all of them, of course, but most of them are focused on compliance work. They're focused on putting numbers in boxes. They're historians, right? They're reporting what happened in the past. And I do that, of course. I do the compliance piece for my clients, but my real focus is helping you on the being more proactive and looking in the future. What are you doing, this year? I meet with my clients quarterly typically, but like right now, right, we're 3.5 months in before the end of the year. Where are you at financially right now? What do we need to do to be able to help you minimize your tax liability, or whatever your goals might be? You may not want to minimize your tax liability if you're trying to qualify for loans to be able to buy more real estate, right? So you got to look at what your goals are and help you out with to minimize your taxes as best possible given that. And then also, of course, profit first, being more profitable on paper.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
And in reality and in your bank accounts. But if we wanted on paper to be able to qualify for loans, we definitely want to have an organized system for your business. And that's one of the things that we do.
Man, I love it. Now, I know tax talk, I mean, from my end, is not always easy in this climate. I'm not sure how it is for you. You probably make things look very easy, but what's the key to keeping that machine running smoothly? What's the key to really kind of keeping things on your end kind of the way they need to be?
Yeah, the biggest key is looking at it.
Oh,
I think that we so often, if it's something we don't know, if it's something we're uncomfortable with, we become ostriches. We stick our head in the sand or in the pillow, right? And we just pretend it doesn't exist. I help a lot of people that are 3-4 years behind on their taxes. And it's not because they don't want to pay taxes or because they're bad citizens. It's because something happened, something medical, or they started their own business, or they started investing in real estate and they weren't sure, like the unknown happened, right? They weren't sure what their taxes were going to be. They always did it themselves, but now they've got two properties, or they started this business, or they're 1099. They didn't pay any taxes. They didn't put any money aside. So they don't know what to do. They don't know what's going to happen. So they just become an ostrich and they pretend
yeah,
it doesn't happen. It doesn't
yeah,
exist. And then there's
yeah.
3 years later and they've got this like huge weight on their shoulder. I visibly see people taller when they leave my office because they come walking in and they have this weight on their shoulders,
Yeah, yeah,
and and I help them out and I do all those tax returns for them and I get them organized, and almost always, not always, but almost always, they end up owing a lot less than they thought they were going to owe, or they're even getting money back. I've had it where they're getting money back and they could have gotten it like years ago, but they didn't do it. Right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
they visibly feel taller and they feel better. Sometimes they're crying, happy
Uh,
tears, but sometimes
yeah.
they're crying because it's fixed. But that's the biggest thing is let's look at it. Let's look at your financial statements. Know where you're at. I had a client come in one time, or a prospect, I should say, come in one time, and he said, "My dad told me that I should know where my business is every Friday." So every Friday night before he left the office, he would pull a P&L. He would pull a profit and loss statement, and he would be able to see exactly where his business was every Friday night. And the only time we do that, most people, the only time they do that is when they're looking at their bank balance. And,
Yeah,
they'll pull up their bank statements or something and they'll see. And the reason why they're doing it is because it's Friday night, they're going out and they're wondering how much money they have to be able to spend.
yeah.
And they're,
Yep, yep.
they're doing bank balance bookkeeping.
Yeah, right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Do I have
Yeah,
money to buy the drinks for the
yeah.
girls?
Exactly. Will this card be declined?
It's not going to be a pretty sight if this card gets
Exactly.
declined.
Absolutely. No, man, I love it. Again, I love your perspective. I love having you on just to see things through your unique lens, and I love how you talked about just the relief that people can feel. After talking to you, it's funny because I was going to tell our tech team to clip it where he said they leave your office crying. We just going, that's all we're going to clip. But no, but they leave crying. But no,
Don't tell me like that,
yeah,
Q.
that, but no, but I mean, because this, taxes is the thing that a lot of us worry about the most, especially like you said, 1099 entrepreneurs. Like this is what we worry about so much, and especially like you said, for people that's just starting out, because that's something that they don't teach when you tell you, go into business for yourself. You when that tax time come, like It's like, oh man, this is really something that you got to get acclimated and adjusted to.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
And so I'm glad you shared that. And honestly, if you're open to it, because there are moments when there are times when things get real, right? I'm sure you got a ton of stories of people going through different kind of situations. And I would just wonder maybe if you could share a story like that for the listeners, just so it takes them deeper into your lens of how your business kind of see things and like the triumph that really can come out of some of these stories. So I was wondering if you just had more stories like that, maybe at least one more that maybe you could share.
Yeah, absolutely. So I have this one client who, without giving too many details, she had some issues family wise, and had her first husband passed away, and so that kind of threw her in a tailspin. She herself made pretty good money, and and it was all W-2 even, so taxes were already being held out. But she didn't handle the taxes. And so, I see this a lot actually, but she wasn't the one to handle the taxes. He passed away unexpectedly. And all of a sudden she's got to try to figure out, navigate that whole family situation with little kids and all of that. But then also like, what do I do with the taxes? And so she was 4 years behind. We just got her all cleaned up. Actually, no, I'm sorry. She was farther than that. She was 5 years behind, and here's why I remember that. The 5th year, so the IRS, they want you to catch up. If you're more than 6 years behind, you typically don't have to do more than 6 years. Unless on that 6th year or somewhere around there, the IRS finds a reason that they want you to go back and file the rest. So I've had people 10 years behind, and I'm like, "Hey, you don't worry about years 7 through 10." Right? Well, let's just start with 2000 or whatever, no, 2019, and we'll move forward. Um, the challenge though with that is the IRS doesn't give you money back after that 3rd year. So they
Oh,
want you to file for years 5, 4, 5, and 6, but they're not going to give you the money back. And she was getting money
gosh.
back for years 4 and
Mm,
5.
yeah.
And it was, so that I felt really bad about that one, but um, there's not much you can do about it. But at the end of the day, though, her coming in, she was prompted to come in from a mortgage broker. She wanted to buy a house, and can't do that if you haven't filed your taxes. And so the mortgage broker is a friend of mine, and he said, hey, you need to talk to Steven. You need to get all of this settled up. And so we got her all caught up, got them all filed for her. And she was definitely one of those situations where just that weight was lifted from her, right? Like she wasn't trying to be a bad person. Right? She wasn't
Yeah.
trying to not pay her taxes. Like I've got plenty of those people. I'll do Facebook ads and I'll get people commenting on there going, "Oh, taxes are illegal, taxes are
Yeah.
theft." And I'm not going to disagree with you, right? Like if you want to say the 16th Amendment is a fraud and we shouldn't have to pay taxes and they're voluntary and all that, I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. But what I am going to tell you is that I don't look good in orange.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you don't care, but I'm personally going to pay you. And but I
Absolutely.
am going to pay as
Yeah.
little as I can.
Yeah.
And so I'll just work within their rules, right? They gave us some rules. They've got a really big code, a really big code. And I'm part of a group of about 40 of us that we've gone through that code, and we have
Yeah.
found different strategies that we can use to help you pay as little as possible in taxes legally using
Absolutely.
legal audited rules. And so the IRS, they incentivize business owners, real estate investors, and so we do everything we possibly can to help them.
Man, you are making a conversation about taxes so much fun, man. I never thought I had so much fun talking about taxes. This is great. I love you,
Who
Steven. I
knew?
love you, man.
Taxes
This
can be fun.
who knew? Who knew, man? Who knew? But no, I love it, man. I'm loving this conversation. Let me ask you this: what are you most focused on, like solving or scaling next? Or let me say this: like, what's the next real goal for you and what you're doing?
Yeah, the real goal is just getting the word out and making sure that people understand.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Not all tax professionals are looking to help you save money on your taxes. Most of them are historians. Most of them are simply looking to try to report the numbers that you've already done, and that there is a difference between a tax strategist and a tax professional, or and so really what I want to do is be able to be more proactive and really create a strategy. So when I have a client come to me on the tax strategy side, and they want, all the, I put together a whole, it's about a 30-page, incredibly boring. You want to go to sleep at night, you read this kind of a thing, right? And it's got all the different strategies based on your specific situation of what we can apply in your business, your real estate, whatever it is, to be able to help you to reduce your tax liability. And again, that's based on your goals. You may want to buy a house next year, in which case you don't want to reduce your tax liability, because if you show that you made no money, the bank ain't gonna give you no money.
Yeah.
So, so we got to be careful with that. And that's one of the
Mm,
first questions I always ask people is, what are your goals? What are you trying to do in the next couple of years? Because I don't want to screw that.
yeah, yeah. No, man, I love it. One of the final questions I think I want to ask you, and I know, I normally ask this from, of course, from like a real estate point of view when it comes to building relationships. But I heard you say, it's 40 of you, 40 of you, y'all got together, y'all went over, the big book. And so within your world, within your sphere, like how important are relationships? Like when it comes to building relationships and growing your network, like what has made the biggest difference for you within that, that
Yeah, absolutely. Masterminds. I'm part of two different coaching groups. I'm a certified profit first professional. In fact, I'm leaving tomorrow to go to New Jersey to be at Profit Con, which is the profit convention for profit first professionals. It's a book by Mike McCallowicks that you can find on Amazon. Been around for like 11 years. Um, and if you've got real estate investors primarily on here, or want to be real estate investors, there's a Profit First for real estate investors. I think you can get it on Kindle for like $1 or something like that. Um, but the so anyway, so masterminds, right? The tax strategy group. I just got back from Texas last week, where I met with there was, I think, 20 of us in the room last week, and meeting with our coach. So I spend thousands of dollars a year to be part of different masterminds, different people. I'm pretty smart. I'm a pretty smart
yeah,
guy, but there's
yeah,
other
yeah,
people that are a lot smarter than me. And so when we put our minds together, we're able to really come up with some different things. And right, we've only got so much time, and I can only research so much. And so when we have other people that are doing it as well, and we can find the different ideas, and have different companies come to us too. The other thing too is when there's a group of us, we look a lot more interesting to
yeah,
a company that comes to us and says, "Hey, we've got this idea for equipment leasing. Would you be interested in helping us?" Now
yeah,
there's 30, 40 of us that are doing it versus just one, right? I can
yeah,
bring 4 deals to the table, but 40 of us can bring 80 deals or 100 deals.
yeah, yeah,
And so we're able to kind of use that as well. So relationships, masterminds, huge,
yeah,
100%
yeah.
huge.
Yeah, I'm glad I asked the question, man. Again, your unique lens, man. I love hearing this, man, and I'm sure our audiences love, the viewers will love hearing this. So, listen, before we wrap, this has been fun. But so before we wrap, if someone wanted to reach out to you, because they may need you, Mr. Young. So if someone wanted to reach out to you, collaborate with you, or learn more about what you're doing, what's the best way for them to reach out to you, sir?
So my main website for my business is savvytaxstrategies.com. And that's where all of my main business stuff is. But I'm also building a community. Again, community is important, right? So I've got a
Yeah,
school community called the Savvy CEO Alliance, or savvyceoalliance.com. that
Let's
you can
go.
become a part of. It's free and just providing, financial information. My goal is to really help business owners, entrepreneurs to be more educated on the financial side of their business. Uh, so many of them go out of business because they don't understand money in, money out, and so I'm looking to help educate and help people to start businesses and stay in business.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, sir, Mr. Steven, man, I thank you, man. I thank you for making this text talk so fun, so inviting. Like, I mean, I think people listening to this, there's some of them are going to feel like, oh, there's hope. There's legitimately hope, and so I hope they take your information, rewind it, y'all, get the information. SavvyTechStrategy.com. Did I say that correct? So y'all,
Strategies, yeah, savvytaxstrategies.com.
strategies.com. Listen, get in contact with Steven. Let's get this weight off our shoulders. And so, sir, I thank you, man. Thank you so much for your time, for your perspective. Thank you for your stories. Thank you for bringing levity to the room when it comes to this conversation. I
Thank you.
truly appreciate you so much, man. And so, yeah, we need more people like you that's doing this the right way. So thank you so much, man.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And so everyone else, we giving you some golden nuggets today. We done brought the value straight to you. So my ask is that you go ahead and subscribe. It's one little click. Go ahead and subscribe because you do not want to miss out on these amazing conversations. So, Mr. Steven, thank you again. And to everyone else, we will see you on the next time.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.